Good morning. Welcome to your flow this morning. This is Nora. She came to join us this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me. We're going to begin this morning in a ragdoll forward fold. So it just means come to the front of your mat and turn your toes out east and west. Bend your knees and then hinge forward from your hips. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit better, but you're going to hang forward with those knees bent and then bring opposite hand to opposite elbow, letting your head hang heavy. Take a full breath in and let that breath go. Do that a couple more times, just connecting with your breath. Feeling yourself transition into your practice here. As you let your head hang heavy, your next breath in, see if you can lift your tail a little higher. And as you breathe out, sink your head a little deeper. Begin your practice breathing in through the nose, out through your mouth. And with your next breath, we're going to be really intentional about that exhale. Make an H-A-ha sound. If you're fogging up a mirror here, let's do that one more time. Now to make that transition to Ujjayi breath, seal your lips, bring a little constriction in the back of your throat. But make that same forceful exhale. One more full breath in. Exhaling fully. We'll come to those cat-cows, coming down to hands and knees like a baby that's about to crawl. And fan your fingers out wide. And we're going to keep that same Vinyasa breath, that Ujjayi breath, but we're going to move one movement, one breath. Inhaling to an arched position, cow pose. Exhaling, angry cat pose, rounding your spine, pressing down through the palms, gazing at your navel. As you inhale, you're lifting the tailbone, broadening the shoulders, gazing up through the eyebrows. And as you exhale, you're puffing up the upper back, tucking the tail under and gazing at your belly button. Take one more breath in and out. Extend one leg behind you, just gently pressing the heel back, stretching that calf. Take a breath in, breath out. The bottom of that exhale, bring that knee back under. And inhale, extending the left heel back. Take a breath in, breath out. Drawing that knee back underneath you. Now to thread the needle, inhale your right palm up to the side, opening your chest. And then exhale, bringing your right shoulder under you, your right cheek to the mat. And ground your left palm into the ground. From here, lift your right hip upward, and then extend your left arm out. There's a variation here where you can lift the left heel up into the air and maybe even float that left leg up. Take one more breath wherever you are. As you exhale, letting all that breath go, bring the left palm back under the left shoulder. Inhale, pressing into the left palm, sweeping the right arm up. And then exhale, lower that right hand. Let's take the other side. Sweep the left arm up, breathe in. Exhale, bringing that left shoulder underneath you, twisting through the torso. Left cheek on the mat. And then lift your left hip up, aligning those hips. Just like the other side, take whatever variation you did on that side. You can extend the right arm forward. You can even lift the right leg off the ground, keeping the heel lifted first, getting your balance. And then gently lifting that right leg into the air, flexing the right foot. the bottom of that exhale. Bring your right knee underneath you, right hand under your shoulder. Press into the right palm. Sweep the left arm high. Breathe in. Lower the left hand. Breathe out. All right, now for that first down dog of the day, fan your fingers out wide. Tuck the toes under and lift your hips upwards. Shake your head yes and no. Maybe pedal the feet. Just come back to your breath. And in your downward dog, you want to think about your body making an upside down V shape. So the tip of your tailbone is the tip of that V. So you want to bend your knees a little bit so that you can lift your tailbone up even higher. Now as you press down through the palms, the shoulders will press towards the knees. Your gaze is at the knees or just above them. Your core is engaged. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next breath in, lift your tail even higher. And as you breathe out, sink those heels closer to the ground. Let's find your high plank on the next breath in. Shoulders come over the hands. And you might need to wiggle those feet back a bit as you extend from the crown of the head to the heels. Now, anytime we take a high plank variation, you can come to the knees. If you choose that option, keep the core engaged, tucking the hips under. Apparently Nora would like to leave the room, so you guys hold that plank for a full breath. I'm going to let my dog out. All right, take one more breath in from that high plank. And as you exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to your stomach, tucking those elbows in towards the ribs, allowing the tops of the feet to be flat to the ground. Your hands are underneath your shoulders here and your forehead's on the ground. Now bring your legs together like you've got a mermaid tail behind you, and then lift everything up. Taking 3 breaths here. Let's use the arms now. Swim the arms forward, thumbs pointing upward, palms looking at each other. Take a breath in. As you exhale, swim the arms back alongside the body. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, swimming the arms back. Inhale, swim those arms forward. Exhale, swim the arms back. Lower yourself all the way down. Bring those hands back onto your shoulders. And take a low cobra, inhaling about halfway up as you press into the palms. Gazing up through the eyebrows, lower down, exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale up, opening the chest, looking through the eyebrows. Lower down, exhale. This time find your upward dog. Pressing down through the palms, getting the arms as straight as they'll go. Scooching your hips forward towards the wrists. Look up through the eyebrows, maybe press into the tops of the feet, feeling the knees lift. Take a breath in. Downward dog. Breathe out, lifting that core up and back. Breath in. Breath out. Now lift those heels. Take a breath in. Bend your knees, step or jump in front of the mat as you breathe out. Now this is your forward fold. You want to hang your head nice and heavy here, and you'll see I've got a bend in my knees. And I could straighten my legs, but I don't want to. It feels better to hang forward and let my ribs rest on my thighs. So if your forward fold looks a little more like a chair pose, that's okay, it doesn't matter. Now maybe your knees are all the way straight. Just do what feels good in your own body. But by bringing a gentle bend into my knees, I get the stretch through my hamstrings instead of the lower back, which is what I'm looking for. Palms flat to the ground. Let your gaze come to the shins or all the way through those legs. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Now bring your hands to the shins and extend the crown of the head forward. Half lift here. So you're going to keep that bend in the knees. Press the palms into the shins and crown of the head reaches forward. So you're going to tuck that chin, keeping this straight neck here. Now with the knees a little bit bent, you can lift the tail. What happens if we straighten the knees is we tuck the tail. I want you to bend the knees a bit and lift your tailbone up, creating that flat back here. Bring the shoulders down towards the hips. Take a breath in. Fold forward, breathe out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's come all the way up to standing. Reach those arms tall. Look up, reach up, breathe in. Bring your hands to heart center as you breathe out. Grounding down through the feet, lifting up through the crown of the head. We're going to start our sun salutation A's, where we take one movement with one breath. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Swan dive forward, nice flat back. Breathing out fully, forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Now plant your hands, step back to high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Take a half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Sweep the arms out and up. And swan dive back down, forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, step it back, high plank, low plank. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. One more time, lift the heels, breathe in. Bend the knees, step or jump, front of the mat, breathing out. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Sweep the arms out and up. And fold forward. Half lift, breathe in. Plant those hands, step it back, high plank, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we're going to switch to sun B from here. Lift those heels, breathe in. Bend the knees, step or jump, front of the mat, breathing out. Take that half lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Now this time bend your knees so your hips become about level with the knees. And then lift the arms up, lifting the chest off the thighs. Now in chair pose, you're going to tuck your tail, drawing the core in towards your spine. Draw the inner thighs and knees and feet together. And then reach those arms up, fanning the fingers out. Your gaze is in front of your mat. Take a breath in, breath out. 3 more. Inhaling length from the tail to the fingertips. Exhaling as you sink a little deeper. One more breath in, lift the chest. Fold forward over the thighs as you breathe out, emptying all that breath out. Half lift, inhale. Plant your hands, step it back, high plank, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now for warrior one, I don't think I need that mat. I want you to sweep the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Take an exhale, bringing the right foot inside the right hand, and your left heel is going to dial down towards the center of your mat here. Now we're going to bring that heel down, but steer the left hip forward, which is kind of an oppositional way of thinking. So you might need to shorten your stance a little bit or widen it a bit, walking your right foot to the right. But you want to bring that left hip forward so both hips are facing the front of your mat here. Now tuck your tail, draw the core in, and then sweep the arms tall. Take 3 breaths here. Next breath in, look up, reach up. Bring your palms together, lower them all the way down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Lower chaturanga, exhaling. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now sweep the left leg high, breathe in. Left foot inside the left hand, breathe out. Take your time building that warrior one as you dial the right heel down so that right toes are pointing up towards the right corner of the room. Right hip steers forward. And then tuck the tail, draw the core in, reach down through the feet as the arms reach tall. Another breath in, look up, reach up. And then exhale, lower the hands, finishing your exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now that whole series, chair pose and right and left warriors, is your sun salutation B. Let's do it one more time. This time we're going to connect one movement with one breath. Let's take a cleansing breath to begin. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or jump in front of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Take a half lift, inhale. Plant those hands, step back, high plank, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Sweep your right leg high, breathe in. Right foot forward, breathe out. Warrior one, planting those feet, sweeping the arms up. And beginning your exhale as you lower the hands, step the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg sweeps high, breathe in. Left foot forward, breathe out. Warrior one, breathe in. Lower those hands. Step left foot back. Finish the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's go right into your crescent lunge from here. Sweep the right leg high, breathe in. Right foot inside the right hand, breathe out. Now for crescent lunge, you keep your left heel lifted. So we're not going to plant it at all. And that's going to allow that left hip to come forward even a little more available to you. So tuck the tail under, draw the core in. And you might need to bend the knee a little bit to be able to really have a nice flat back through here. That's fine. Whether the knee's bent or straight, sweep the arms tall. Pressing down through the ball of the left foot, heel of the right foot, reaching up through fully engaged fingers. Take a quick peek down, making sure you can see your right big toe. We want to avoid the knee coming in towards the center of your mat. You want to track it right about over that third toe. Stacking it right over top of the heel though. Take a breath in, breath out. We're going to begin a little series here. Breathe in, dip the left knee as you breathe out. Inhale, back up. Arrow lunge as you breathe out. Arms alongside the body, chest diving over the right thigh. Breathe in, crescent lunge. Dip, exhale. Reach tall, breathe in. Arrow lunge, breathe out. Let's do it one more time. Inhale up. Dip, exhale. Inhale up. Arrow lunge, exhale. This time, launch into airplane pose. Shifting all your weight into that standing right leg. A little bend in the standing leg. Now your palms are going to turn face down, like you're holding up two pillars alongside your body. The head is probably cut off in the video. Crown of the head reaching forward, left heel extended back, nice straight leg. Steer that left hip down, take a breath in, breath out. One more breath in. Find standing split as you breathe out, bringing the hands to the floor or the back of the calf as you shift your gaze to the back wall here. Whichever leg is floating, that left leg, extend it straight and strong, pressing the heel to the back wall. Another breath in. Bend through the right knee, landing in a runner's lunge, like you're about to take off in the Olympics. Your right foot's inside your right hand. Left heel is lifted. Steer those hips forward, and we're going to take a dragonfly twist, pressing the left palm into the mat, sweeping the right arm high. One more breath in and out. And then we're going to inhale through revolved crescent lunge. So press into your right foot on an inhale, lift the left hand off the ground. Revolved crescent lunge. Take a breath here. As you breathe out, return to dragonfly twist. Inhale, revolved crescent lunge. Exhale, dragonfly twist. One more time. Inhale, revolved crescent lunge. Exhale, this time we're going to go revolved half moon. So plant that left hand. Come all the way up onto just that right foot so the left leg is floating here. Let's take 3 breaths. One more breath in. Lower the left foot. This time we're going to come all the way to warrior two. So lift the left arm up and swim it all the way back. Right foot is still planted, pointing forward. Now your back foot's parallel with the back of the mat. Turn around feet, guys. So your right foot's pointed to the front of your mat, back foot's parallel. You're going to have your knee tracking over that third toe here. Tuck the hips under, draw the core in. Torso faces the left side of your mat. And you gaze out over those front hands. Lower those shoulders, take one more breath, relax your face. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, taking the left hand on the back of the left thigh, sweeping the right arm back. Now straighten your front leg, take one more breath in. As you exhale, bring the arms to a T. Shorten your stance just a tiny little bit here, lifting the torso, breathe in. And for triangle pose, reach the right arm towards the front of the mat as you draw the right hip back. Keeping that front leg straight, you're lengthening from the right big toe to the right hip. When you can't reach anymore, tuck your arms north and south. Right hand to the shin blocker floor. Torso twisting open to the left side of your mat. Now your gaze is going to be up towards the sky. That doesn't mean you need to crane your neck. Your gaze comes from the eyeballs. So look towards the ceiling and perhaps your torso will follow your gaze. In triangle pose, our right toe is pointed straight to the front of the room, but our left heel is kicked back a bit. So if you're watching, notice that left heel kicked back invites an inner spiral of the back leg, letting me shift my right hip back even more. Another breath in, another breath out. One more breath in, lengthen the torso forward. Now as you breathe out, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lifting the torso up. And then pivot your right toes forward. So you're facing the left side of your mat now. We're going to come into what we call a goddess squat. So nice wide stance, toes turned out east and west. Take a breath in, breath out. Good. That was really for me. Take a big breath in. This time we'll bend the knees as you exhale so you can see those big toes. Now in goddess squat, sometimes we kind of end up sticking our bum out without realizing it. So tuck your tail under, draw the core in, and fan those fingers out, goal posting the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Good job. All right, star pose. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, breathe in. Hands come to your inner thighs, bend the knees again. Lift your torso as you breathe in. Now dip the right shoulder to the center as you gaze over that left shoulder, breathing out. Inhale back through center. Do the same thing on the other side. Left shoulder dips down, gazing up over the right. Inhale, center. Take each side one more time. Inhale back through center, star pose again. Now bring your hands to your hips. We're gonna build a pyramid pose. So pivot all 10 toes to the front of your mat. Your front leg is your right leg right now. It's pointed straight forward. The back heel is kicked back, so you've got that inner spiral of the whole leg going on. Left knee drawn to the front of the mat. Now in pyramid pose, you take up about half of your mat, so it's a little bit shorter of a stance than our other poses. Sweep the arms tall, breathe in. Hands come through heart center as you breathe out, and then hinge forward from the right hip, paralleling your chest to the floor. Take another breath in. Now as you breathe out, let your hands come to the shin, 2 blocks, or the floor. Use your breath, lengthening from the right hip to the crown of the head, and exhaling, hinging a little deeper. In this pose, you want to press down through your right big toe and draw the right hip away from it, lengthening that front leg, letting your chest round over the thigh eventually, letting the head hang heavy. Take another breath or two. Bring the hands next to the foot, lift your chest, breathe in. Now bend the knee as you breathe out, bring that left foot back, building a runner's lunge position here. Press into the palm, sweep your right leg high, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the right knee, opening the front of the right hip. Now you can stay right here, pressing down through that right shoulder, lifting the right knee towards the left side of your mat, or you can keep going to flip your dog. Lifting the left hip up as you reach the right arm to the back of the room. Another breath in, another breath out. Breathe in, look to the mat, lower the right hand. Everybody sweep that right leg high. Breathe it in. Right knee to the left elbow. Now, revolved triangle or rock star pose, fallen triangle or rock star pose. Bring the right knee or the right foot outside edge to the floor and lift the hips up as you sweep the left palm open to the right side of your mat. Another breath in, another breath out. Look to your mat, lower the left hand, bring the right knee to the right elbow. For side plank facing the right side of your mat, come to the outside edge of the left foot or the left knee and take any variation you want with this right top leg. If you're down the outside of the left knee, looks the exact same, just pressing into the knee instead of the foot. In these side planks, you want to make sure your shoulders stacked right over top of the hips. So take notice, take one more breath in, and then look to the mat, lower the right hand, find a high plank as you exhale. Take an extra breath in before we chaturanga, and then chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, we got your left side now. Sweep that left leg tall, breathe in. Left foot inside the left hand, breathe out. So crescent lunge, right heel's lifted, right hip steered forward. Press down through the feet. If you are having trouble balancing, walk your left foot to the left. Tuck the hips under, draw the core in. From here, let's sweep the arms tall, breathe in. Breathe out. Another breath in. Dip the right knee, breathe out. Inhale back up. Arrow lunge, breathe out. Inhale tall. Bend the knee, exhale. Inhale up. Arrow lunge, exhale. One more time, inhale up. Arrow lunge, exhale. Inhale up. Arrow lunge, exhale. This time find airplane pose. Shifting your weight into that left leg, flexing the right toes down as you fully engage the quadricep of that floating leg. Crown of the head's reaching forward, right heel's reaching back. Palms are facing downward. Now in airplane pose, lift the chest and the heel. Try to arch that body a bit, getting every last little bit out of this pose. Take another breath in. Standing split as you exhale. Hands coming to the floor or the back of the calf. Letting the head hang heavy as you gaze behind you. Find that breath. Keep that right leg fully engaged. One more breath in. Bend through the left knee, landing in a runner's lunge. Exhale. Plant the right palm. Dragonfly twist. Sweep the left arm up, opening the chest to the left side of your mat. Now we're going to find revolved crescent lunge from here. So press into that left foot and lift the right arm as you bring the left arm back. Twisting your body to that left side of the mat here. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, come back to dragonfly twist. Breathe in, revolve crescent lunge. Breathe out, dragonfly twist. Gazing at something on the floor that's not moving. Breathe in. Breathe out, revolved half moon. Pressing into that right palm, lifting the right leg off the ground, keeping your torso open to the left side of the mat. Right toes flexing down. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. Maybe even gaze up and then lower down. Left hand comes to the ground, right foot comes to the ground. That's it. Now, from here, sweep that left arm back high, and we're going to come all the way to a warrior 2. Right arm comes up and back. Our back foot's parallel with the back of the mat. Left knee is coming out over that third toe, so you can see the big toe of your left foot here. Tuck the hips under, torso's facing the right side of your mat. Gazing out over that left hand. Find your breath. There it is. Let that sensation wash over you. Lower the shoulders, soften your face. One more breath. Now flip your front palm. Right hand to the back of the right thigh. Sweep the left arm up. Breathe in. Straighten your leg. Breathe out. Bring the arms to a T. Triangle pose here. Walk the back foot up if you like. But pivot on the ball of the back foot, kicking the heel back. Inviting that inner spiral of the back leg. Lift the torso. Breathe in. As you breathe out, left hand goes forward. Left hip goes towards the back of the mat. Lengthening that front leg. Left hand comes down. Right palm comes up. So both palms are open to the right side of your mat. Torso is extended from the hips right out to the front of the mat here. Breathe in, length. And as you breathe out, see if you can twist that torso a bit more, gazing up towards the sky with your eyes. 3 more breaths here. At the bottom of that exhale, bring your hands to your hips and then lift your torso up as you breathe in, pivoting the left toes forward. Now let's build that goddess squat again. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, showing your big toes. So your knees are pointing backwards, right? Tuck the tail under, go post the arms. Now this time as you breathe in, lift your right heel. Stay for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. Lower your right heel. Inhale, left heel up. Take a full breath out. And in. Lower the left heel. Inhale, both heels up. Yes, you can. Lower the heels. Good job, guys. Star pose. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Breathe in. Hands to the insides of those knees. Bend the knees again. Lift the chest. Breathe in. Left shoulder dips. Breathe out, gazing over the right. Inhale, center. Dip the right shoulder. One more time, each side. All right, come back through center, all the way straightening the arms and legs. Breathe in. And then hands to your hips. Breathe out. We're gonna build that pyramid pose facing the front of the mat. So your left toes are in the front. Bring that back foot forward a bit. So you've got about, taking up about half your mat. I'll take up a little less. Front leg's nice and straight, back heel's kicked back. So you got that inner spiral going on in the back leg. Breathe in, sweep the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands through heart center. Hinge forward at the left hip. Another breath in. As you exhale, hinge a little deeper. Hands coming to 2 blocks next to your leg, shin, or maybe even the floor. Continue using your breath to hinge a little deeper. Now eventually you'll get to a spot where there's no more space, and that's where you want to let your upper back round and let your gaze come to the back of the roll. Take 3 more breaths here. Bring your hands next to your foot and lift halfway up. Breathe in. Bend the front knee. Bring the right foot back. Runner's lunge. Breathe out. Now press into your palms. Inhale the left leg high. 3-legged dog. Exhale. Open the front of that left hip. Breathe it out. Stay here. Continue on to flip your dog. Reaching that left arm to the front of the room. Lifting the right hip. One more breath in. As you breathe out, look to the mat, lower the left hand, sweep the left leg high. Inhale, fallen triangle or rock star pose. Left knee comes to the right elbow, and you place the outside of the left knee or the left foot into the ground and sweep the right palm up. Pressing into the outside edge of the left foot or knee and the inside of the right foot. Breath in, breath out. One more breath in. Look to the mat, lower the right hand, left knee, left elbow. And we'll find that side plank facing the left side of your mat. Outside edge of the right foot or knee. Any variation with that left leg. Ensuring your right shoulder stacked right over top of the right hand. Another breath in. Look to the mat. Lower the left hand. Breathe it out. High plank. Breathe in, lengthening heels and hips to the crown of the head. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a little balance. Lift those heels, breathe in. Exhale, bend those knees, step or jump, front of the mat. Take a half lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Now sweep the arms up overhead and exhale your hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna start with a figure 4 squat. So I want you to stand on your right leg and take the left ankle, put it over top of the right knee, and you're gonna bend your knee so it can kind of stay there here. So a little single leg chair, bending through the right knee. Keep your left foot flexed and bring your hands to heart center. Now you can stay right here in this figure 4 squat, or you can hinge forward, depending on how much space you've got in your hip. There's a variation of an arm balance here where you can bring your hands all the way to the ground and hook the right toe around the top of the right tricep, shifting your weight into the hands and finding some balance here. If you're in that arm balance, come back to the foot and let's gradually begin to lift the torso back up. Another breath in and out. And now we're going to find stork pose. Straighten the right leg, lift the left knee up, reach the arms tall. Now as you breathe out, bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee and swing the left arm back. This is a dancing Shiva variation. You're going to gaze back at something that's not moving underneath that left hand. One more breath in. One more breath out. Reach the arms tall, stork pose. Lower the left foot, breathe out, hands to heart center. Good job, y'all. Let's take the other side. Swing the arms up. Exhale, bending into that left knee, folding the right foot over top of the left knee. Letting that right knee go out to the left. Staying tall, hinging forward, making it your own. You can work towards that arm balance. You'll see I'm almost there, but not quite there on this side. Those right toes don't want to go around the back of my left tricep yet. So rather than forcing it, I'm just going to go to my edge and take a breath in and out. So wherever that spot is for you, breathe into it. Breathe out. One more breath. Slowly land back on your left foot if you took the arm balance and begin to lift the torso, taking a full breath. Now stork pose, press into a strong left leg, lift the right knee, arms come up. Dancing Shiva variation, left hand to the outside of the right knee, right arm swept back. Gazing at the floor underneath that right hand, breath in, breath out. One more time. Turn to the front of the mat, hold the knee, sweep the arms up. Now lower the foot, lower hands to heart center. You're done. With the balance at least. Sweep the arms up. And then swan dive forward, breathing out, letting that head hang heavy. Take a half lift. And then hands to the front of the mat. Step the feet back. Lower all the way down. Turn a cheek to the mat. Let your palms face up and let your shoulders roll forward here. Inhale your forehead to the mat and let your other cheek have a turn. Inhale your forehead to the mat, flip your palms face down. And we're going to do that swimming locust variation here. So with the palms facing downward, lift everything up. Stay for a breath, getting your bearings, legs reaching towards one another. On your next inhale, swim the arms forward, thumbs pointing up. As you exhale, swim the arms back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back. One more time. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, the arms back. This time, bend the knees, reach back. Bow pose, floor bow pose. So drawing the knees together.
Now sometimes you reach back and you get one and not the other. So that'll be a single bow pose, single leg bow pose. If you're doing one leg, take another breath and then switch feet. Wherever you are, take one more breath in and then gently lower yourself down. Turn a cheek to the mat and windshield wiper your feet side to side. Take a full cleansing breath. You can see I couldn't resist. Breathe in through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. All right, let's begin to work our core a bit, bringing the forehead to the ground, hands under the shoulders, lift the chest to all fours, walk to the front of the mat. We're gonna do what we call TikTok leg raises. So let's see how we're doing here. All right, so bring your legs up nice and tall, feet flex towards the ceiling. Now you wanna keep your lower back flat for all of this. So your knees might be a little bent, your chest might need to lift, whatever you need to do to keep the back flat. Take a breath in. Lower the feet a third of the way as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower them a little more. Breathe in. Lower them even more. Breathe in. Hold for the breath out. Lift a third of the way up. Breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Lift even more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift all the way up. Breathe in. Bend your knees, breathe out. Okay, that was one. We're gonna do two more of those. You can do it. Yes, you can. All right, legs up. Squeeze those quads, breathe in. Third of the way down, breathe out. Breath in. Third of the way down, breathe out. Breath in. Hover over the ground, breathe out. Stay for the breath in. Stay for the breath out. Lift a third of the way up, breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Third of the way up, breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Breathe all the way up. Bend the knees, exhale. All right, one more. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, third of the way down, breathe out. Breathe in. Third of the way down, breathe out. Breathe in. Hover as low as you can go, breathe out. Stay for the breath in and the breath out. Third of the way up, breathe in. Stay for the breath out. Third of the way up, breathe in. Stay for the breath out. All the way up, breathe in and out. Yes, hug your knees, rock side to side. Good job. All right, let's take a bridge pose. Feet flat onto the ground, palms alongside your body. Now think about your spine in segments here. You want to tuck the tail upwards, so just your tailbone's off the ground, and then keep going in that same way with your chin tucked, lifting one vertebrae at a time, going as high as you can. You could stay right here, or you can bring the shoulders underneath your shoulder blades, opening the chest a little bit more. Any variation that feels good. You want to keep the base of your skull tucked though, so making yourself a nice little double chin here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press into those feet, press into the arms, breathe in, lifting even taller, and then round from the top to the bottom. Breathe it out. Hug your knees to your chest, rock side to side. And we're gonna come into half pigeon now. So there's a reclined half pigeon variation, which is just like that figure 4 squat we did before. Bring your hands behind your left knee. Now, if you want to take traditional half pigeon, go for it, y'all. I'm going to take a nice juicy variation today with my left foot against the wall. So you can take that same thing. If you've got a wall near you, you'll lay on your back with your knees bent at about a right angle. And then you're going to take that right ankle over the left knee. You can sit your hips down to the ground, and you might need to make some adjustments coming further, closer to the wall, further away. You can always walk the left foot up or down, increasing your intensity. You can gently press the right hand into the right knee, but you want to keep that right foot flexed. As you press the tailbone down into the ground, allow the eyes to close. And just find that breath. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, let go of any tension you might be holding in the pose. Stay for one more full breath. Gently, very slowly, release your right foot to the wall or the floor. If you're in that traditional half pigeon, find your way to all fours, back to downward dog, and then you'll sweep the left leg high, bringing the left knee to the outer edge of your mat. If you're taking the wall variation, left ankle over the right knee, or without the wall really. If you're not using the wall, your hands will come to the back of the right knee, gently drawing the knee closer to you. If you're using the wall, just flatten the tailbone into the mat, gently open the left knee, pressing your shoulders flat. Find your breath. Next full breath in, notice any tension you're holding on to. And as you exhale, release that tension. Staying for one more breath in. And a breath out. Very gently uncross your left knee. We're going to find a variation of an inversion pose. So if you're in traditional half pigeon, make your way onto your back. And if you're already on your back, lift those feet up. If you're against the wall, you can kind of shimmy yourself forward. It's a little awkward, but it's worth it. And just let your legs come up against the wall. This is an awesome pose to hold for 10, 15 minutes or so at night. Just helping your body relax. But at this time in your practice, it serves as a way to get that well-oxygenated blood that just pooled in your feet and bring it all the way back to your heart. You can always place a block under your hips. Letting the hips be higher than the heart has a little bit more of an advantage. So if you want to find shoulder stand, you bring your hands to the small of your back, lifting the tailbone upward. Walking those elbows in underneath your body, squeezing the bum, lifting the feet straight up. Again, pressing the base of your skull into the mat. If you're in that shoulder stand, you can take plow variation, bringing your feet behind you if you like. Maybe you find the floor, maybe you don't. It's okay. Take this time to transition back to your natural breath away from your ujjayi. If you're against the wall, go ahead and begin bringing yourself back to your mat. If you're in plow or shoulder stand, use your arms as brake pedals and slowly lower yourself down. And we'll all meet back on our backs on your mat with your knees in your chest, gently rocking side to side. We're going to finish with a spinal twist, bringing your feet to the floor. Shift your hips to the right side of your mat. Draw your knees back up and let them fall to the left side of your mat. Bring your arms out to a T and gaze out over the right side. That left hand can come on top of the right knee. Right knee can be bent or straight. Take a breath in. And let that breath go. Gently draw your knees back through center. Bring your feet to the mat and shift your hips over to the left side of the mat. Lift the knees up and lower them to the right side as you gaze out over the left. One more full breath. Let that breath go. Gently draw the knees through center. Lower the feet, center the hips into the center of the mat. Take anything else you need to be able to kind of just totally relax here. Now we're going to bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Allow your palms to face up if you can. And for me to be able to do that, I need to tuck my shoulders under my shoulder blades a little bit. Kind of makes it so I can rest. You want to be able to fully rest the arms, not having to work to hold the palms up. So find that place where you can comfortably rest, addressing any discomfort you might have. Making those tiny little adjustments so you can really, really settle in here and find some stillness. Allow your legs to become heavy. Notice if you're engaging your glutes, let that go. Relax through the core, shoulders, the arms, fingers. Relax your neck, your head into the mat, your face. Take a full breath in, filling every part of your body with oxygen. And then slowly let that breath go and invite stillness to wash over you. Find rest, Shavasana. Slowly bringing awareness back to your physical body. Not really inviting any movement in yet. Just noticing. Notice the air on your skin. Breath moving in and out of your nostrils. The mat beneath your body. Space above you. Very gently begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. When you're ready, reach your arms overhead, take a full body stretch. And then come onto your side as you breathe out. Letting your head rest on your bicep, curl your knees up at your chest. Ground your left palm into the earth here. Just notice how you feel. I invite you to cultivate a sense of gratitude for your strong physical body, your sound mind, and the breath that moves between them. Press into your left palm, come to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. As you get there, bring your palms together and point your thumbs right to your heart center. The light in me sees and honors the identical light in you and all living beings everywhere. Let's take a breath in as we shine our hearts. And bow together as we say, Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you made it this far, kudos to you. It's a tough Vinyasa Flow practice. I'm proud of you for getting through it. Remember, you can always take as many breaks as you need. Child's pose is always available to you. My name is Rebecca. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Just DM me on Instagram or Facebook. It's Unita Yoga NC. Unita stands for unity. That means yoga is for every single one of us. I hope you all enjoyed this flow, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Hope to see you back.